What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Josh FX. Welcome back to another great YouTube video. So today it's a chill day and I just feel normal just for me to record myself just to do a video that is. So today I want to talk about how I was able to use Christ consciousness to develop my own trading strategy. Now I've never told anyone about this or this Christ consciousness on how I was able to even develop my own trading strategy. Now most people on the couple of videos that I did on how telling people that I was able to decode or develop my own trading strategy, most people usually tend to think that it's easy to develop a trading strategy. Like, let me tell you that it's not easy. Like, the market is very complex. And for you to know to develop your own trading strategy, it requires a lot of maybe experience with the markets, with a lot of time with the markets also. So you sitting there thinking that I can also develop my own trading strategy without even putting a lot of work, it's like it's a fallacy. You're lying to yourself because it's not easy. Just try to think for once and just think about how complex it is just to develop your own trading strategy. So today I want to talk about how I was able to use Christ consciousness to develop my own trading strategy. This is absolutely a secret, but today I'm going to tell you guys. I've never, or maybe said it's a couple of two people I've already told about this Christ consciousness and how I was able to use it to develop this trading strategy. So with you right now, you'll be the third viewer or will be the third person for me telling out this secret. That's why, guys, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You need to subscribe, guys, because I'm giving you the secret sauce. No other trader is going to give you all these souls. This sauce, the sauce that I'm right giving you right now. So, what do I mean when I say Christ consciousness? Christ consciousness, it means different types of things. There is some other people they call it the high intelligence. Uh, what another people they call it the other self. So in the book called Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill calls the high intelligence or the Christ consciousness as the other self. And also there is this book called by Napoleon Hill, which was Think and Grow Rich. He also talks about the high intelligence. You see, so how do you explain this? How is the high intelligence is? So we have the physical. As you can see, this is when I touch this is physical. Then we have the mental. Like we have three states. Like let me say, yeah, we have three states. We have the physical part, the one that you can see and touch and everything. Like I can touch my desk right here. So this is physical, the physical world. And then we have the mental world, and then we have the spiritual world. You see, so the spiritual world is the high intelligence. That's basically it. You see, it's an entity that is within us. You see, but it's much more powerful than us. You see. Some we can call it the high intelligence, some call it the Christ consciousness, others like Napoleon Hill refer it to as the other self. So you can go and read those books. Think and grow rich, and also you can also read the 16 the which book, it's also by Napoleon Hill. The Law of Success and 16 Lessons. Yeah, the Law of Success and 16 Lessons by Napoleon Hill. And also you can also go and read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. So that's whereby I got the concept of, I guess, high intelligence. But for me, I think I already knew about high intelligence from a long time ago. So this is it. You see, so there is that higher self. It is called the higher self. We usually have the higher self, and most people don't usually know about this. Trust me, that's why most people will not even tend to believe whatever I'm trying to say. But for those people who will they usually like to broaden their thinking and to try out different stuffs, then I'm telling you that there's also this something called high intelligence or Christ consciousness. So it's a higher part of ourselves. Now, and also other people call it the subconscious part of the brain. You see. So what does this high intelligence or Christ consciousness do? Like this type of consciousness is able to see both the present, future, and past. Like it's there for to guide us. See, that's how it is. Yeah, and it's so powerful. It's like it knows everything. It can see the future, the present, and the past. You see, so that's how basically I can put it in a layman's language. about how the Christ consciousness is. I've said that if you want to know more, go and read the book The Law of Success and 16 Lessons by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. They are going to learn much more about this, the other self, or the high consciousness. Others call it the Christ consciousness. So it's a higher entity that we usually have. And most people, it's normal. Most people will even die without even realizing that they had this kind of consciousness, which is very powerful. So how was I able now to develop my trading strategy with the Christ consciousness? Now, as I said, the Christ consciousness usually has the whole type of knowledge. It has all types of knowledge, it has all types of answers, and it can see the future, the present, and the past. So what did I do? And how did I was I able to use crystal consciousness for me to develop my own trading strategy? So I used to wake up at a particular time because I used to know, because there are specific times whereby the higher self or the higher intelligence is usually most active. I'm not going to tell you the time because that's a secret. How can you tell you? How can I tell everything? Like for me, just doing this video, it's cringy to me. You see, I just want to offer the value. You see, that's why you don't forget to subscribe because I'm not even supposed to do this video. You see, guys, because I've seen most of you trying to develop your own trading strategy, and you don't know the reason why behind me coming how I was able to now to come up with this because this is the real source. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm telling you the truth. So I was able to use the Christ consciousness. So there's these specific times, usually the high intelligence or the Christ consciousness is usually active. So there's this time I used to wake up at night. Then now, I used to write the questions, whatever I want. Like if I want to develop the trading strategy, that is. So like, how does this even work? First, you need to identify what you want. Yeah, you must first identify what you want. Then after you have identified what you want now, you wake up at that particular time. You wake up at that. So sorry for the short interruption. I just got a call from somewhere right there, and like I'm forgetting where I had left, guys. Okay, let me remember. Okay, let me just continue with this place. Like I said, when high intelligence is usually specific times, usually it is mostly active, and so I won't tell you the time. That's my little secret. It's up to you now to go and identify. I can't feed you. I can't teach you everything. I've told you to go and read the book. Outwitting the Devil. Uh, Outwitting the Devil. Nah, the Law of Success and 16 lessons. You'll find more techniques and ways there. So as I said, you need first to identify whatever you want. Like you need to have a goal. See, like my goal at that particular time was just to develop my own trading strategy because I came to realize that smart money concept wasn't working for me, my brother. It wasn't working for me, and I had to develop something. And also, so the first thing I've said, you have to identify whatever you want first. And that's why I used to wake up at this particular time. Then right now, when I used to wake up at this particular time, what do I do now? I just write on the piece of paper, yep, on whatever I want. Then whatever comes from my mind, I usually tend to, I wrote it down. So I wake up at a particular time and I ask and I write on the paper. I don't ask. I read the paper whatever I want. So I want to develop my own trading strategy. So anything that comes from the mind. So through the practicing that I was doing on the weekends, on the weekly basis and everything, I kind of had a grab. So I whatever came because I knew the high intelligence at that particular time is most active. So whatever I will be feeding or whatever I'll be writing, it will be from the high intelligence and not me. You see? So I used to just write anything that could pop up from my mind, just write it down, write it down, write it down. Then now, the next day when I woke up and I realized and I looked at the book because trust me, when I was writing all these things, when I woke up that night and I wrote these things, I wasn't cautious aware. Then like I wasn't cautious aware. Now in the morning, when I woke up in the morning when I checked my book, whatever, I realized what the fuck, like I've really come up with a real trading strategy. Like all the problems that I was facing during back testing have all gotten an answer. Like they've all been answered. Like if you see this, you're supposed to do this and this. This is not the correct way. Do this and that and that. That this is the right way. If you see this kind of thing, expect this. Like I had developed like a whole strategy. Like all those minor areas where there were so much difficult, were taking a lot of time for me to decode, it just appeared on that. And so I woke up and realized, what the fuck? This is my trading strategy. And oh, so this is what I'm supposed to do. So this is what I'm supposed to do. What the fuck? Then I realized that it was the high intelligence. So that's how I did it. So how can you also do it? But I'm not trained to tell you guys to do it because not everyone can have the same what same burning desire or desire to develop, because it's not easy. You must also expose, you must want it. That's why I told you, first thing you need to identify whatever you want. You need to identify whatever you want, and then you must expose yourself to the markets. And then after expose yourself, now you go now to the high intelligence now, and you'll get yourself the all the answers that you want, because the high intelligence, I told you guys, has all the knowledge. The high intelligence or the Christ consciousness has all the knowledge. You see, so whatever you want is there. So that's how I was able to develop my own trading strategy. To tell you that, guys, I developed my own trading strategy on my own. Guys, I'll be lying. I'll be lying. Mimi sijui, mimi niliamka hiyo usiku, as I'm telling you guys, nikaandika to you, I want you to help me, high intelligence, I want you to help me on how I'm going to develop my training strategy. And then I just started writing whatever came to my mind. I just wrote it down. When I woke up in the morning, I found out whatever I had written, it was actually going with my trading strategy. I had gotten solutions to whatever I was facing on the charts. Like if, like, say, on a weak sell, like the conditions that is going to make the candlestick to be valid or not valid, like I'd gotten an insight on everything. So that's how I did it. So for me to come to this video telling you that I developed my own trading strategy on my own, guys, I did not develop my own trading strategy. I used the Christ consciousness. Actually, the person who needs to be given the old use is the Christ consciousness. That's I was able to use it to develop the Christ consciousness and to develop their own trading strategy. So most of you guys, maybe you have heard from me my videos telling you that I've developed my own trading strategy, and most of you want also to develop without even using these techniques, right? I'm telling you right now, it's going to be very difficult. You see, so at least today you have learned something new. I know 90% of people, they usually don't know about the Christ consciousness or the high intelligence or the other self. At least today you have learned something new, that there's a certain type of entity that is within you. You see, this is not even taught in schools. This is not even taught in religious sectors or what. You see, at least I've learned something new. So please hit the subscription button. Let's grow this channel, guys, so you can get value. I'm offering value like this. No other trader is going to tell you this, guys. You see. So that's how I was able to develop my own trading strategy, the 369 method. But first, I repeat, you must identify whatever you want. 2, have a high burning desire for its achievement. 3, invoke the high intelligence, the other self, for assistance, for direction, for guidance. Boom, you're going to achieve it. That's it. That's basically it. You see? So there's a difference between high intelligence or consciousness with the mastermind. Maybe somebody can be there. Joshua? What's a mastermind? Now, Napoleon Hill in the book Think and Grow Rich, he describes the mastermind. Also in the Outwitting the Devil, he describes the mastermind as when 2 or 3 minds come together to work to when 2 or 3 minds come together in harmony to work towards the realization of an end goal, then they form what is called a mastermind. You see, so they become so powerful, so they can teach it. So a mastermind is usually much more different than a high intelligence. A high intelligence is just an entity. Some call it the subconscious part of the brain. Like the West, I told you guys, we have the physical, and we have the mental, and we have the the spiritual. You see, the 3 states. Now, the high intelligence is usually, let's say, is it on the spiritual? Yeah, it's on the spirit. I think it's on the spiritual. It's on the spiritual part. Yeah, so that's it. So you have something that is very powerful within you, but it's because you are not taught about this, you are not enlightened about this. But actually, I'm your best mentor out here, best spiritual mentor out here. That's why, if you have been keen, you realize there's this called. Most people tend to tell you that forex is spiritual. Now, once I realized that I used the high intelligence for me to develop my trading strategy, then now I came to my senses on why people used to say that forex is spiritual. So I gotten my spiritual on how I was able to relate to that. You see, and that's I'm also I'm trying to tell you that there's the good side of reading books. See, like books open up your mind. Like you're going to learn some things which no school has taught you. No nothing that your parents has ever taught you. So guys, in that spirit, if let's be sincere, if you are trading these strategies in 2026 with these current market conditions, if you are trading smart money concepts, if you are trading ICT with any other trading strategies, and you have been performing poorly with this trading strategy, kindly just hit me up. This trading strategy I did not even develop on my own. Why should I refuse to help you guys? If you are struggling with a strategy that you think that is not, because whatever you have to choose a strategy that aligns with who you are. That's the most important thing. You need to choose a trading strategy that aligns with the type of trader that you are. Now, most of you are forcing on yourselves on certain types of strategies which you're not even compatible with it. You see, so if you have difficulties with your to identify a trading strategy, please hit me up. Tell me, Joshua, I want to learn a trading strategy. I'll definitely teach you. I'll definitely teach you. We can agree on the price. Mimi siwezi kukugonga ama kukuitisha pesa mingi, hapana. Because I also know I did not develop this. I want to try to offer value, just to value, because the market is it's a big market. It's a 1 point something $7 trillion circulating each and every single day. By you learning my trading strategy, it won't affect me from making money from the market. You see, so if you know that you are struggling with a trading strategy, hauelewi, for me 369 is the simplest strategy ever that I ever came across. And I'm saying it right here again, I didn't develop it. Mimi siku develop hiyo strategy. Mimi niliamka tu usiku, nikaandika hiyo nikaandika kila kitu ambacho ilikuwa inakuja kwa akili. Kuamka asubuhi napata tu strategy iko full. Iko full. Like hizo shida ambazo nilikuwa napitia for me to develop, zote zilikuwa zishakuwa solved. You see? So that's how it happened. So if you're interested to learn this trading strategy, just hit me up. Comment in the comment section right there. You see? I think there's my number on my bar, but I'll put my number on the description of the video and everything. So just hit me up. Guys, let's make money. Let's make money. So that's how I was able for me to become to develop my own trading strategy. So I don't want to make this video to be long. Guys, I know you have learned something new. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've offered at least today you have known there is a higher intelligence, there is the higher other self. Just subscribe. Please don't go without subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's your best mentor, Josh FX. See you in the next video.